Hey, what's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and today we are talking 2024 Atascadero WineFest with Josh Cross and Gail Cudlock. Welcome.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming on. You guys got your purple shirts in, ready for?
We're ready.
Ready for WineFest.
Yeah, we're grapes today.
Are grapes really purple?
Some of them are. Well, they're kind of a reddish purple.
I know. I think it's a myth.
You're right. I
right?
know. But
It's
go
close.
with it.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Remember the winery out 46 that used to have, and I don't think it runs
with the
anymore.
Waterfall.
Yeah, but it was going along the grapes and it was purple.
You're right.
That was awesome.
That was awesome.
I thought that was
Cedar
great.
or something.
Cedar,
Yeah.
Cedar Slope or something. Yeah.
So tell me, we got 2024 WineFest kicking off on the 22nd.
Yes.
Right. And so let's jump back to last year. So how was last year's event? What was the overall success rate, you think?
Well, this event is a great opportunity for the community to come together, talk to your friends and colleagues and neighbors that you haven't seen in a while, and just have a really lovely day in the shade at the Atascadero Lake Park. And what we like about this festival is all the wineries that come, of course, but then you just have some elbow room. Like the wineries are kind of spread out a little bit, and so you're not having to muscle up against anyone else, and
You
it's
get
just
to go
relaxed.
to the zoo and see all the animals.
Because you guys are going to be set up in the zoo too with tastings as well.
Absolutely.
Oh wow! So WineFest not only going to include the downtown, the park area,
Right, the
which
lake
is an
park.
awesome, the lake park, awesome setting, and then into the zoo. So then they get to, it's just a really cool experience.
Right. You get to
So-
roar and pour.
We went last year, because we were obviously helping to kind of get the word out, and I've never been to WineFest before. We had a blast. Got to be introduced to some pretty cool distilleries, some wine makers, and I think our favorite was that Humdinger with his
Humdinger cider.
the seltzer cider or whatever that was. It was
Yeah,
we just
it's not
kept going
just wine.
back.
We have wine, beer, cider, distillery.
That's a great point. This year, Randy, we have about almost 10 breweries coming too. So even if you aren't a wine lover, there's plenty of beer.
Yeah.
Well, I think, like I said, with the event was very successful in my opinion. There's a ton of people. The weather was perfect, and then you had some good food there. But there was it was a great mix of people, and it was a fun experience, So like I said, walking around the zoo, and seeing all the animals, because again, being an accredited zoo, this zoo isn't like just a bunch of animals in cages. This zoo is top notch. One of, I think, 200 and I'm gonna get this wrong. Sorry, Terry. 200 or 300 accredited zoos across the United States out of thousands.
And I think we're the only one from LA to San Francisco that's accredited too. So on the West Coast.
Awesome. So tell me about some of the stuff is there any changes from last year to this year? I mean, do you guys kind of collaborate after the event? This is what we can do. So
Yeah, we kind of found that people are there to drink, socialize, and have fun, but not worrying about axe throwing or, any of the other little things that we put together. So we've kind of backed off on those this year.
Focusing on the wine. And so what we also did this year is we went outside of SLO County, and we actually have a handful of Santa Barbara County wineries coming this year too. So you can, broaden your wine palate and try some things that you're not just going to have your standard wineries that are local here, but try something new.
Right.
And what do you know off the top of your head, Josh, is like some of those other wineries that are kind of coming up from Santa Barbara that you know of?
One is a pretty famous one, Bien Nacido Winery. They're coming. There's another one called End of the Day or
no.
something. End of the Day is here, but
Yeah.
so, but also the Santa Barbara Wine Collective and the San Luis Obispo Wine Collective. So
Are
they're going to
coming.
bring bottles from several wineries, so you can try wine from that region.
Right.
And it's what kind of undertaking does this take to? I mean, because you guys have a lot of stuff going on there. And Josh, you're the president of the chamber,
Right.
Right. So not only are you part of this, part of the WineFest. I mean, and not to say that this is your only event that you put on during the year. I mean, so it's like your hat. It's like, okay, so today we're talking about this event. You know, you wear multiple hats in these undertakings. I mean, you probably couldn't. You have to have a great team behind you in order to make this happen.
We sure do. This particular festival has a long tradition of having a really strong committee. So we have a wine festival committee that includes folks like Gail and Barbie Boots, who have been with us for 27 years.
Wow.
And so, you know, it's many hands make light work, right? And
We have a good team
Chamber
that
couldn't
works
do it.
really well together.
Chamber couldn't do it by itself for sure. Actually, there's very little staff involvement, so it's a bunch of volunteers that are passionate about community, passionate about wine, and passionate about this festival, and raising money for the zoo. Let's not forget that too. We for many years we've written a check to the zoo for $10,000, and it's our intent to continue to do that into the future.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Josh, last year you told me a story about how WineFest came about. Do you remember that story?
Yeah.
Can you share with us again why did, I mean, this is this is the 27th year.
Yeah.
So this is 27 years before maybe what North County, Paso Robles is known for, you know, wine. You know, back then it was ranches and cattle, right? Now it's wine and distilleries, and it's a destination, it's a tourist destination. So how did this come about 27 years ago?
Well, 27 years ago, a group of folks, including Barbie Boots, were sitting around and drinking wine and thinking, what can we do to do something for the residents of Atascadero and to promote tourism and promote Atascadero as a destination? And so they came up with this idea of the wine festival, and for many years, it was put on by the Friends of the Zoo, I believe, right?
No.
Oh, no?
No, it started with the committee.
Just a committee of folks?
Just a committee of, just a handful of people. They had like 10 wineries to start with. And it's just, that group just stayed together for a long time, added more of us because I've been on for over 20 years working with the committee.
Wow.
And just, it's a fun thing to do.
Well, is there any of the wineries that like initially started 27 years ago still involved?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's got to be.
Castoro might be one of them.
Castoro, Eberly, probably those two.
Yeah,
for sure.
For sure.
Gary being the godfather of the wine industry in the North County,
But
right?
it all started there saying, you know, Paso's doing something. What can we do to promote Atascadero?
And you look back 27 years ago and you think, you know, okay, let's get together. Let's try to raise, you know, $1,000. Try to raise something. You know, something is better than nothing. And here now you're giving checks for 10,000 plus to the zoo.
Right.
This is just one event that you guys put on for the zoo, because a lot of different events get put on to help fund that.
Yeah.
But it's it's a great place. It's a great venue, and I know there's so many different wine fests. I think last year you had a little bit of a
It was a hiccup.
But it was just with another something else.
Yeah, we had there was a conflict.
There we go.
Last year was
With
the
the
Mac and Cheese
Cheese
Festival and Live Oak and the
Yeah.
Wine Festival. And so we were competing against, not competing, but people could only choose to go to one of the three. And so, it kind of divided all of our festivals, I think, had issues with attendance.
So now nobody's competing at all this year.
So not only the festivals and not only the people, but also the vendors, also the wineries. I mean, they had to make a decision as well.
Absolutely.
That's right. We couldn't get tents or tables
Right.
year because they're all being used at other events.
Yeah.
So this year you had people were signing up from last year to say that they're going to be a part of this.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I mean, they look forward to it. I mean, I talk to the wineries quite a bit because I put them together, and they're like, oh, it's our favorite festival. We can't wait to do it every year. So we just keep loving it, and then they pass the word on to other wineries and bring them in. And
so what are some of the other things that we have to look forward to the WineFest the 22nd? So what are some What are some of the, what's the daily schedule look like for WineFest?
Drinking.
Well,
Tasting.
Gail, we know
We'll
that.
say
Yeah.
tasting.
Yeah, we'll say
Tasting.
tasting.
Drinking and socializing.
Tasting.
Yeah, we definitely
But
got that.
We've got
we have the Joy Bonner.
the Joy Bonner is playing,
band.
is our
Okay.
band. We've got the sidecars
Dulce.
coming in.
The sidecar tours, so you can do
Oh, yeah.
a sidecar motorcycle ride around the lake. We have Dulcie Taylor, who will be playing music inside the zoo.
Right.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, Joy Bonner will be up on the bandstand
By the lake.
by the lake.
Okay.
You can bring your chairs, blankets, camp out in front of her, go get taste of wines, come back, relax, go buy food from the food vendors, enjoy everything. We do, no outside food or alcohol is allowed.
Okay.
So,
Which is probably a given, or
right,
should
but
be.
a lot of people, you don't know.
Right.
New people coming in don't understand that. But
Now, I can't remember last year, do you guys have to seal off, put fencing up around
Yes.
the park area so that way keep the public out from the
it's not
paved?
keeping the public out, it's because of the alcohol.
Okay.
Alcoholic beverage control
The ABC
requires,
license.
yeah, that
Gotcha.
requires it. But it's, you can still get to the lake, there's still plenty of room, you don't feel like you're fenced in because the park is so big.
And Gail, you're spearheading this, right?
Yes.
So, what are some of the challenges that come along with putting on this type of event? Is that an open-ended question?
No. Actually, no, we have a great team of people helping. Each team member has a job to do, and they're doing it. So we've been pretty fortunate where we haven't had a lot of problems. So I don't think we have, we all work so well together.
So let me ask you, what is your biggest thing that you're looking forward to, other than the drinking? We know this,
Yeah.
right? We know the wine tasting. That's what
The
the
tasting.
The tasting.
The tasting.
Just watching people have a great time. It's fun to walk around, see people I haven't seen in a while because everybody gets busy, and just socializing and having fun and eating good food, and we have a lot of good food coming in. So
And you guys are still pretty much running around doing stuff there at the day of. So really relaxing and enjoying it isn't.
no, we don't get to do
All
that.
that.
But we take a minute.
We do research at other festivals.
I like the way you said that, Josh. Research.
That's right.
We sure do.
So you go to other festivals and research how they do it.
Right.
Yeah,
just see if we can change ours up in any way.
Yeah,
Because we're always looking for improvement. We're always going to do a little tweak every year. We don't want it to be the same every year.
How could you improve anything? What would be something that you would improve or add to that maybe?
We've got some ideas back.
Can you share anything?
Yeah, next year we really want to focus on the food component a lot more, and attracting restaurants and making it more of a food and wine festival. We just weren't able to make that happen this year, and that's going to be a big focus for our event next year, is getting that food component elevated. One of the things that again, doing my market research, the Paso Robles Wine Festival does so well is the experiences, the little lounges with the chairs and the things like that. And so kind of elevating, our festival with some of those ideas. Of course, we will never be that festival. Our demographic is exactly opposite.
And we don't want to be that festival.
Right. Yeah.
And people
We're
don't want our
locals.
festival to be that way.
We are a locals festival, and we're proud to serve the locals.
Right.
I like the culinary twist.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool because you go and drink and you go and eat. You go for two things, right? And three things, socializing and talking to people. But food and drinks, that's really a big draw.
Yeah.
And we have so many awesome chefs. We have so many different restaurants and people that make amazing. I haven't even been to probably 95% of them. I pretty much stick be on the same path and trail, and I don't deviate because I'm afraid to, right? But there's so many great restaurants and food that we stumbled onto Blast and Brew in Atascadero which, their tri-tip sandwiches is amazing. I've been there 6 times in the last week and a half for that tri-tip sandwich.
Right.
great.
So it's just, and it's nothing spectacular, but the way they make it, the food, the smoking, but I mean, wine, beer,
Yep.
and food.
Yeah.
And have some sort of competition of the chefs.
Yeah, so we really want to focus on a food component for next year, and just trying to figure out how to do that.
Do you guys do any type of competition with the wineries that are involved, like a best of, or do you guys do any of that kind of stuff?
In the past, we've done the People's Choice Awards, and it went well for a while, but I think it kind of got burned out for a while. We kind of put it on the shelf. Maybe we'll bring it back, but right now we don't do that anymore.
We weren't getting a lot of engagement from the audience.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They're there to taste and to
Sure.
talk to folks, and so they're losing their pieces of paper to vote and all that. So
Yeah.
we might revisit that.
Yeah.
So, what's the one thing that you're looking forward to, Josh, for the 22nd at the Atascadero WineFest? What do you other than probably being over?
That's right.
But what's one of the things that you're looking forward to most?
You know what? I really love, my favorite part, I think, is walking into the zoo and seeing the wineries pouring these really, amazing wines next to the animals, and watching the people interact with the animals and just being delighted by it. I like that. That's my favorite thing, is to
Well, I
walk
think
around the
because
zoo. And
being in the zoo, it's a calmer area. I'm not saying that outside in the park is crazy, but you just walk in that zoo and it's calming. You've got the animals and people pouring. It's just a little slower pace in there, so you get a little bit of everything.
Are you saying I'm slow?
No, no. You can relax a little more. Let's
Yeah.
put it that way.
I think we stayed in the zoo quite a bit of our time last year, because they're spread out there. I mean, I was expecting like just a couple here and there. It was all throughout. I mean, everywhere you turn, there was another, pouring. There's another winery. There was another somebody.
Well, and this year we're including the zoo garden that is back behind the zoo and off the park.
zoo.
If you remember for those of us who have been around for a while, the volleyball court.
Sand volleyball.
Oh,
courts.
okay. Right as off the left-hand side as you
Right,
walk
so they've
in.
built a enclosed area, but we're
They
putting
call it the
wine,
zoo garden.
and we're putting wineries in there now.
Oh, wow.
So we're expanding into there as well. So you go in the zoo, you can walk back into there. It's just kind of have your wine in there. There's going to be some chairs or couches in there, and walk out into the park.
Awesome. How many wineries and distilleries do you guys have there?
I have 64 wineries, breweries, distilleries, cideries. We have 13 commercial vendors 15 commercial vendors and 13 artists.
Wow.
So
And if I remember, that's a step up a little bit from last year as
Yes.
far as like your people pouring.
yes,
I think somewhere last year was around
50, 60,
yeah,
somewhere
50
around.
to 60.
Right. So
So you guys have definitely increased, more of the experiences.
and you got to remember, the wineries bring, 2, 3, 4 different types of wine. So
Right.
you have a lot to taste.
That's right. There's going to be plenty of wines to
That's
taste,
right.
for sure.
So it's not just everybody bringing one type of wine.
And I think that's why, because there is so much wine, that's why you see a lot of people bringing their chairs and blankets, and they kind of stake out a spot in the park, and then they go around and taste and come back with their friends. And, it's just really casual, which is also really kind of unique to our festival.
Very cool. So tell me a little bit more. How does somebody? I mean, tickets are on sale right now, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about how people can get tickets. Is there a
Yeah.
cutoff? Are you guys capping it?
We are not prepared to cap it, so the more the merrier. Let's see. There are 2 ways to get tickets. Atascadero, it's a mouthful. Atascadero Lakeside WineFestival.com. You can get your tickets there, or you can go to the Atascadero Chamber website and get your tickets there. And I think we're going to go give away some tickets
Yeah.
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
we're
we'd
gonna-
love to give some tickets
Awesome,
away.
thank you. Yeah, we're going to do a pair of tickets this week, and then we'll do another pair of tickets next week to the Atascadero Wine Fest for
The lucky
The
winner.
22nd.
Yes.
Sunday the 22nd.
And our event is from 4 to 8 in the evening, so it's cooler.
Yeah, you guys changed that last year.
No, years ago.
Oh, I thought it was last year because
No.
of some conflict or.
No, we changed it
timing.
years ago because 12 to 8 at the end of June can
12 to
get,
4,
or
yeah.
12 to 4 rather, 12 to 8, yeah. 12 to 4 from the end of June could get really, really hot during the day.
Right,
And we just said, this is crazy. When you're putting red wine on ice, that doesn't work.
right.
So,
Some people do.
yeah, some people do, but, you know, the wineries weren't happy, you know. So we said, well, why don't we do an evening event? So it's beautiful.
It is. And if we can show some of the pictures, you know, you'll see a lot of, most of the wineries are in the shade. People are hanging out
Yeah,
in
like
the
that.
shade.
I mean, right there you got, and it's very tree covered.
Yeah.
You know, the whole everything
You can see,
outside.
yeah, family friendly. If you need to bring the kids, that's totally fine.
No dogs, if possible, in the, you know.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
no animals, no
You
kids.
can walk your dog around the park, but, you know,
But you really have, you know, the setting for this event amongst the trees, the shrubs. I mean, just there's so much vegetation, you know, between the park, even inside the zoo.
Right.
So you're really not, nobody's really straining for shade.
No.
You know, I mean, the whole place is like natural shade, which
It
is
is.
awesome, which I thought was great. And then the grass, you know, all that grass out in their park really cools things down
that's
as well.
cooling as well.
So, you know, it's so you couldn't ask for a better place. You can't ask for a better scenery now with the lake, you know, being as high as it is. They
Right.
got the paddle boats out there. They got, you know, so much stuff for, you know, people to do, you know, while you're at WineFest if you want to.
Did we ever check on the paddle boats to see if they're going to be open?
They usually just are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're usually open. You can go. You can't take your wine onto the lake, but you can.
Right.
But you can go do a paddle boat. So
So Josh, what is some of the comments that you get through the after WineFest? You know, from people that attended, maybe some people are coming to town because I'm sure with being the Atascadero Chamber, you know, you get a lot of direction of comments and probably complaining, but but comments about their experience at these events. And what have some of them been for the WineFest?
Well, I think if you go back a couple years, this festival was rated the best. So it says on our flyer, the best North County festival in 2018, and so that tells me that locals love this festival. They love back to the community-oriented feel. Just the elbow room. You're not crammed into one small space. It's just a big event facility. And they love the variety of the wines and being in the zoo and the music. So we get a lot of positive feedback just on the experience and the feeling that the festival creates.
And it's probably the same comment that just, you know, like myself, where, you know, they're first time users or goers, first time goers, you know, have this amazing experience where it's like, man, why wasn't I going to this before? You know, and again, it's a very fun social event that you run into people that, you know, like I said, we get our lives go so busy, you know, and so fast paced, and it's like you just kind of decompress a little bit and just kind of enjoy the atmosphere and enjoy
right.
the wines and the tastes and the seltzers and the ciders and the food, and you know, I mean, who doesn't like any of that stuff? So
we have it all.
well, very cool. Is there anything else we need to cover?
No.
Or did we
just
cover everything?
Come on out.
Awesome.
We'd
So-
love to see you guys.
So we're gonna be giving away a pair of tickets this week to the WineFest, and then we're also gonna have maybe another representative next week to kind of reel us up to what we have in the last couple days before WineFest kicks off, which is next Sunday,
Right.
22nd from
A week from Saturday, the 22nd.
22nd. My bad. Sorry. No, we don't want to do those on Sundays. The
No.
week from Saturday, the 22nd, June 22nd, at the Atascadero Lake Park and Zoo, and we're gonna have hopefully another representative next week, next Wednesday,
Yes.
to tell us what's happening and some any last minute changes, or you know, maybe who knows, can it get sold out? I mean,
Yes.
there's
We
got to
will.
be a number.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've ordered a certain amount of glasses, and we don't want to hand out red Solo cups to anyone. So
Right? Well, some people
Right.
prefer that, right?
Give those to the breweries, right?
Yeah.
But no, we're ready. We're excited.
Well, very cool. So one last time. So where can somebody go get tickets to the WineFest?
Atascadero Lakeside WineFest.com.
Okay.
That's fest, not festival. And also the Atascadero Chamber of Commerce.org.
And how much are tickets?
They are $75 now.
Okay.
And they'll be $90 on the day of. So if you're not sure and you just want to, spend that extra $15 as your insurance, you can wait till the day of. But tickets will be $75 up through midnight next Thursday.
Got it. Cool.
Yes.
Well, Gail, Josh, thanks for coming in. We appreciate,
Randy, thank you.
Giving us the tickets to give away to our viewers, and hopefully we can, push in some more people to go to the Atascadero WineFest this year. And, and like I said, I enjoy talking to you and hearing about it. You're
going to be there too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like I said, last year was one of those things to where it's like, this is fun. I want to definitely go there again and have some fun. And like I said, I met a lot of Humdinger. Now he has a great restaurant there as well with food. I don't know if you've been there, but that seltzer cider. It was a seltzer cider, but it's so good. We just kept going back.
And that's
to
what
it.
The festival is all about: trying new things, enjoying something, and then going and visiting that location. A few weeks later. That's what makes the wineries and the breweries come back and do this year after year.
Yeah.
They want folks like you to fall in love with their product and come back and visit them.
Well, I'm going to be looking for another Humdinger this year. I'll tell you that. So, awesome, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. Hey, if you guys aren't doing anything, on the 22nd, June 22nd, a week from this Saturday, you got the Atascadero WineFest, the 27th year, guys. It's such a great experience. You guys do not want to miss this. There's so much stuff to do. There's beer, there's wine, there's food, there's music, there's all kinds of stuff, and not to mention, you're going to be doing this in the zoo and the park. Great settings there in Atascadero. So, guys, you don't want to miss the 27th annual Atascadero Lakeside Wine Festival. But as always, guys, we can't do this without you and our sponsors. We'd like to thank Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Santo Brothers Plumbing, North County Junk Removal, Hanson Enterprises, Story Termite Pest Control, Borhone Auto Center, Kennedy Club Fitness, Airflow Filter Services, Suprema Meat Market, Ron Mullins with Remax Parkside, and MGP Coatings, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you at the WineFest.
Hi, this is Dave Story, small game hunter with Story Termite and Pest. We're a full-service termite and pest control company. From rodents to termites, we can take care of all your pest control needs. Call today, we can tailor a pest control program that will meet your needs and budget. Contact us at 805-460-0650 or at storytermite.com. Remember, we don't have customers, we have friends.
Hi, it's Alex with Suprema Meat Market. We are a Mexican meat market with a taqueria. Come enjoy our high-quality cuts and meats. We offer choice and prime Harris Ranch beef, as well as chicken, seafood, and pork items. In the taqueria, all of our tacos come with handmade tortillas. We also offer specialty items like chilaquiles and chile rellenos. Come enjoy Taco Tuesday with Suprema. We offer our tacos at $1.99 each. Suprema Meat Market is located at 8950 Montecito Avenue in Atascadero.
Are you tired of looking at that worn-out concrete garage floor, patio, or porch? Look no further than MGP Coatings, where customer service reigns supreme. Our team goes above and beyond to ensure your satisfaction every step of the way. Before we even start coating, we meticulously repair your concrete, ensuring a flawless finish that lasts. And here's the best part. Our Pentec coatings are 4 times stronger than epoxy, so they won't chip or peel, making maintenance a breeze. Plus, they come with a limited lifetime warranty. Call us today at 805-952-5301 or check out our Facebook and Instagram and experience the MGP coating difference. Don't wait. Transform your garage, patio, porch, or driveway and become a part of the MGP coating family.
What's up, North County? This is Teresa Branch with Airflow Filter Service. We are a family-owned business right here in the North County. We have air filters, oils and lubricants, and hydraulic hoses. We provide services that include air filter cleaning, DPF cleaning, and waste oil collection. Come check us out at 1140 Ramada Drive, and we can help you with all your automotive and industrial vehicle needs.
Hi, this is Omid
and Deanna
at North County Junk Removal. We are a business known for helping our neighbors and our community.
Let us help you save money and get rid of any unwanted items.
And rest assured that our professional team adheres to global standards of safety and recycling. We are fully licensed and insured for your peace of mind.
We are locally owned and operated, and we look forward to helping you with all your junk removal needs.
Please call us at 805-769-6966.
Atascadero isn't your standard getaway. We're unique, just like you. We're growing, transforming, and figuring it out as we go. We're a town filled with innovators, artists, makers, and game changers. We're a little bit country, a little bit funky, and always authentic. We're here for your good times, your slow times, and your changing times. We're all in Atascadero. Come see for yourself. Learn more at visitatascadero.com.
What's up, North County? Nate Santos here, owner of Santos Bros Plumbing. You might recognize me with my dancing horses at local events such as the Atascadero Tamale Festival, Templeton 4th of July, and Paso Pioneer Day. I am now available for all your home plumbing service and repair needs, from minor drips and drops to emergency leaks and clogs. For the best plumbing service, call Santos Bros Plumbing, pipe wranglers to the rescue.
Hi, welcome to Kennedy Club Fitness, where we have something for everyone. We have weights, cardio, group exercise classes, racquetball, basketball, swimming, and pickleball coming soon. Here at Kennedy, we're committed to health, wellness, and community. Stop by any of our 4 locations: Paso Robles, Atascadero, San Luis Obispo, and Arroyo Grande, or check out our website at kennedyclubs.com.